Yes, and welcome to another edition of the Sports Check this lovely Monday morning. Plenty to talk about. Remember that it is the Africa Cup of Nations weekend, the 23rd Africa Cup of Nations, 35th edition of the Africa Cup of Nations beginning this Sunday. And we hope that we'll be live with the matches. But that will be revealed later on this week as we continue to broadcast this particular event. We'll also be keeping tabs on what's happening across the country. The reporters are pursuing several leads. But first things first, I have Trailblazers Volleyball Club, who are with me on set to talk about their aspirations. This year, we know that the first leg of the KVF Men's Division 1 League just began. The only first leg happened, and how about their aspirations and also their targets this season? Is it to get to the playoffs or even to win the championship? Is it possible? How have they planned to do it? And of course, with me on my immediate left is Leshan Julius and Edgar Wanjala at the center, and far left is Moses Mzumara, the two players, and of course Julius. Julius is one of the founders of this particular club. Karibuni sana. Welcome guys to Sports Check on KBC Channel 1.
Thank you very much.
An honor to host you, to host Trailblazers, and we did pursue, well, we came to where you usually train to just find out how you're doing, and now that we're in the studio, I think the conversation now makes more sense. Julius, why did the Trailblazers, what kind of gap was it supposed to fill?
Thank you very much. Let me first of all appreciate KBC Channel 1 for giving us this opportunity as Trailblazers. I think he's a right partner for us for the few weeks that we've been working together. And yes, my name is Leshan Julius. I am the team manager for Trailblazers and also the patron for Trailblazers Elite Academy. Yes, you asked the question, where do we feel in the Kenyan volleyball community or family? So formed in 2021 was two main reasons why it was formed. First of all, we wanted to demonstrate some of the capabilities or technologies that we needed to apply in sports that we think is going to contribute positively to the sporting fraternity in Kenya. And secondly, when we were formed in 2021, we had only Division 1, which had, I think, between 12 to 14 teams. So that means there was a huge gap for any of the players that is coming from college or high school. They only had to join any of the 12 or 14, which was not sufficient for them. So I think we wanted also to fill that gap, provide opportunities for any other athlete that we think will fit to our mission. Nashukuru.
Yes. Edgar, umekuwa na Trailblazers for 2 years. How has it been, and how have you helped the club reach its goals?
Wow, Trailblazers have been with them for 2 years, and for being frank to say, my experience has frozen. Since I joined the club, I came when I had no basics. I was just in volleyball we have so many skills. We have 6 skills, and when I came, I thought I'm a good player, but when I joined, I was able to learn some basics. I was only a volleyball attacker. But now I'm almost a complete player. So that has been my experience inside the Trailblazers Volleyball Club.
Yes, Moses?
Yes.
Yeah, for you, how has it been, coming from down south?
Yeah. Frankly speaking, it's a dream come true for someone like me, actually from Malawi. So to be brought to Trailblazers is a very good achievement for me. So yeah, we are looking forward for the best. Actually, I've been here for some few months only, but the future looks promising, and actually we are here to deliver. Yeah, as Leshan is putting it, that the main aim was to fill the gap for developing players. As a matter of fact, we are still developing. Malawi, actually, compared to Kenya, volleyball-wise, we are still developing. So I feel like the gap has been filled for Malawi, actually, for me to be brought. Actually, as I'm the first player in Malawi to be exported since the birth of volleyball in Malawi. So I feel something very great for me to join Trailblazers.
That puts a lot of pressure on you, because now you have to go back and do, if not copy what exactly Trailblazers do.
Yeah, actually not going back, but just to perform as here I am. Yes. Because you cannot look to go back again to Malawi, but you need to look
Inspire
forward.
Sure. Leshan, maybe to a club that has been around. I know that it's a club that equally puts up a strong opposition, you know, during the regular season, league matches, but you end up losing players who shine during such tournaments.
I think that has been a big challenge for us since 2021, because I think on average we've been losing 5 players per season, and unfortunately last season we've lost 10 players. Actually, the 8 of them were first team players that we lost. So this is a big challenge to us, and this is why now we had to think of alternative. One is to establish an elite academy that is able to groom kids from a younger age. Then we have the mini pros who is 17 years to 21. So this then will feed the senior team. Since that we have discovered this is one of the good problem to have, because where we are losing these players, we think they are also going to play in a senior clubs, either within Kenya or outside Kenya. So it's a good problem to have, and we're also looking for a solution for that. Yeah.
Yes, and maybe with the young players now, how patient are you for them to? It's impossible for them to fill up the space that's been left by 5 players in a season.
Yeah, it's not a big challenge for us right now. One is because we didn't foresee this problem initially, because of course we knew there was a huge gap, but we didn't see that we are going to lose these players that frequent like this. But then after we realized that we have this problem, is when now we say, okay, we need to set up a structure that will be able to support the senior team. We may be very patient on our side, but sometimes players, you know, there is a lot of scouting in Kenya happening. So even if before they join the senior team and they are scouted, we have no issue with that. But we just want to develop more players. And I think we have a very good structure right now, because we not only have the academy, but we are doing the outreach programs for schools. Why? Because we want to do talent development and identification at the school level. Because if you look at currently the Kenya structure, the school level talent development, especially in volleyball, is not well advanced. And is not covering the whole country. Probably you will find like 1 or 2 regions are the ones that are doing development. So what we are doing currently on our school program is we try to focus even on other regions which are not covered. Yeah.
Yes. Edgar, maybe looking at the past 2 years now, what do you make of the campaign, especially now, lessons that were learned last season and now this season, which only I think only one leg has happened. What do you think must now work for the team to get to their their season targets?
Okay, first I would like to comment this. Our team is a new team now. We just restructured the team, as my team has said. We lost more than 8 players last season. So this season we recruited some players to come. So it's a new team. So as a new team, we came with the new goals. You see, but for now we are just the opponents to ourselves. You see. So we are working on the bonding, As far as we are focusing on the league matches, we are still working on ourselves. So for the past, maybe you see the experience that I had maybe last season. Last season we really played well, but actually we just messed up some few games. That's when we entered the playoffs. Maybe we went at playoffs at number 6 and we finished number 6. This season, we have some good able players, experienced players, as much as they are new. So we're working on the bonding. As far as we will be better there, then that's where performance will come. And our target this season is to finish first or second, as I said earlier. We finish first or second. That's our objective now. Yes.
Yes. Zumara,
Yes,
do you share the same sentiments?
Yeah. As I've already said, we are looking forward for the best. Yeah, because if Blazers came to Malawi to bring me, they might have seen something which might help in one way or the other the club in fulfilling one of its objectives, as Edgar is putting it, to finish first or second. Yeah, so our main aim is we are still fighting. We are still fighting to be better than before. Yeah, you know, you cannot be an opponent to your friend, yet you have not polished up yourself, your past self. Yeah, so we are still looking in making our history better than before. Yeah, so that is what we are fighting for.
Yeah, and maybe looking at it, having played only having tested the waters of how the season could be, right?
Yeah.
What's going on in your mind? What do you think it will pan out?
It is very possible. It is very possible, and we can achieve more. Yeah, only that maybe taking it to Malawi, we are still afraid. We are still afraid in to bring the sport to another level. We are still afraid of that. But then maybe for me, coming to Blazers might reflect something to them to say, okay, this is very much possible, and it's possible. They have to understand that everything has its beginning. So yeah, everything is possible. We can do better than that. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So for Leshan, what's the good side of losing players?
Yeah, good question. But I think even before I answer your question, you have asked about 2 years from now. I would wish to look at that camera. And one, I say, is we want to build a structure that has never been in Volleyball Kenya. That's our priority, number one. Number two, we want to look at ways of how we can sustain ourselves. Because one, we are not supported by any big corporate. We are not supported by any other organization. We are supported by our own pockets. And Richard himself, who is the co-founder of the club. So we're looking for ways of how else can we be sustainable. And these 2 years is what actually we had put a target for ourselves. From April this year is when we started the whole program. So April next year, we have our first year anniversary to come and review what we have been achieved. Then 2027, God willing, is when now we want to achieve these two objectives. But then, coming to your point of the positive side of losing players is, I am happy today when I see, for example, the players that I have lost for the last 2 or 3 seasons are comfortable somewhere. And they're also contributing to these teams, because currently we have players who are outside in the Middle East, and they are contributing positively to their clubs. We have people who are in Rwanda also positively contributing. And we have those who have joined good clubs in Kenya, locally here, and they have secured jobs. Some of them are employed, and they are also still playing volleyball. So it's a good side of losing players. I don't think we have at least 90% of our players that we are losing right now are in comfortable places, and they are also still carrying our name. So everywhere we go, and I will give you one example. So one time I was inquiring one of the players, who is not in our team, but I was asking, sometimes you guys, you know, sometimes you have these jokes within volleyball and say, okay, this club we don't like, or ABCD. But now this player was mentioning to me that Blazers will be the last club that I will ever talk ill of. I was asking why. So he said, when I went for an interview in Rwanda, all the clips were shown there is from Trailblazers media team, because you know we are among the clubs that has a huge media team. So those are the positive vibes that we get from outside.
Yes, indeed. Edgar, beginning with the prisons, Western prisons, right? That's where your volleyball kicked off from. But now with Trailblazers, what do you think? How well has Trailblazers made your volleyball better?
Hey, very good question. Now, when I came from Western prisons, I came to meet a man who's by the name Coach Omondi, Geoffrey Omondi. I came here and Coach told me, Edgar, you are too far to be called a professional player. I was asking myself, why Coach? He told me, you'll trust me for whatever I've told you when you experience the hit in the Trailblazers. You see where I was? I was a first team player. In volleyball we used to call Baba. So at Western Prison, I was the point maker. But when I came to Trailblazers, I found there are some beasts there. So I had to work harder so that I can reach their levels. You see? For me, doing that, Coach Omondi introduced me to basics. Like a kid now, the way Leshan is doing to our kids now, the elite academy. Coach Omondi introduced me to basic volleyball. Receive, how to place your arms when you're blocking, how to play, how to swing when you're going to attack. Then I came to realize I never knew volleyball before. That's when I'm learning now. So it took me 1 year. at least to make into the first team. And from there, I was the first team player. So I was progressing like that till now. I'm a first team player and I'm the captain of the team.
Oh,
yes.
Beautiful story, Leshan.
He's a good growth. I think I had the same doubts initially when he came. So I was asking my coach that time, do you think he is capable to help us in the near future? And then he was saying, okay, yeah, just be patient with him, because when he came, he was saying a lot of basics were missing, which is what we try in Trailblazers. So I think he's really done well. And being the captain, of course, you know, now he really commands in that field.
Yes, sure. Mzumara, was volleyball the first choice for you, or you began with
No.
Another discipline?
Volleyball was my first choice ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, of course I tried some sports disciplines, but I thought it was that, no, this is not my part. Yeah, I belong to this side. Yeah.
and now you see what you've said about not being so big there in Malawi. How did you stay dreaming with it, despite the fact that it's not that big, you know, like it's like you'll be the first one?
As a matter of fact, playing outside the country was my first, and till now it's my priority. I prioritize that. Yeah, because I know I can do better than staying at Trailblazers. Yeah, because in Malawi, for someone who has achieved something better is the one who has played for national team before. Yeah, as I'm talking now, the names which are on paper to say these are for national teams, there are, some of them are 54 years. Yeah.
Oh.
Since then, we have not had a national team in Malawi.
For how long? For 44 years?
No, it's been like the last time I have witnessed a national team, it was in 2016 also. Yeah, so some of them
10 years ago.
Yeah, none of them is currently playing. Yeah, so for someone in Malawi, the best achievement which has been ever made is to play for the national team, unlike international clubs. Yeah, so I believe and I hope that apart from me, we still have another talent.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, there in Malawi, which can also help in other teams. Yeah, because for me, it was just like a joke when someone was telling me, no, you guy, you do not belong here. I said, how? I said, okay, I will take you to Kenya. So from Malawi to Kenya, it's a distance.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for me, I was dreaming, okay, maybe if I can play to Zambia, our neighboring countries, maybe Zambia or Tanzania, that could have made sense. But imagine from Malawi to Kenya.
Yeah, but you can cross Lake Nyasa and you're here.
Yeah. Yeah. So from Malawi to Kenya, it's a great achievement.
Yeah,
it's a great achievement. And I believe that the upcoming players in Malawi are looking at me as an example. And I will try my best to provide more than this.
And your name is first on the national team list now?
Yeah, I can say so. If they can have one, because we don't have a national team right now. Yeah, we don't have, let me be okay. We don't have a national team, okay? Because the clubs are more focused on developing their own clubs, you see, yeah, and players other than the national team, because we lack support from the government. Yeah, government is mostly actually putting more efforts in football and netball and other sports disciplines.
Yeah, and for them to come and support volleyball, players must be there first.
Yes. Yeah. No, players, we are there. Yeah, we've knocked many times. But then I think it's maybe another mentality, I can say.
That means that you, it's like you're the pioneer team, so you have to keep pushing, you have to suffer more.
Yeah, we need to push more, because even for me coming to Kenya, I was at the corner of the newspaper. You know, I'm the first export, but then I'm found at the corner of the newspaper instead of the front page, which could have actually created an image maybe to the government or well-wishers or the government also. So, of course, I was surprised, but that's normal.
But you shared the limelight because you found yourself in the paper. That's big already, even if it's in the corner.
Of course.
Yeah.
But looking at the reading mentality of most of Africans, someone who is at the corner and someone who is...
But I'm sure after your stint in Kenya, you'll be in the front page.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Just give me a bit of time.
A bit of time. Yeah. Leshan.
Yes.
So, I mean, with such talents, it looks like you have to go and capacity building in Malawi and help them set up the national team. But again, your role is bigger than what you thought.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's also our belief that at one time we are only not going to be in Kenya, but we dream to be outside Kenya, and we have already set that goal. We have already a project in place working for that. But the priority for now is to ensure that we have Blazers all over Kenya. And that I can guarantee you our objective for the next 2 years is at least to cover the 47 counties. We have already a project that is working on that.
Why is that important?
Because for the way he says, I think it's very unfortunate that we have very limited focus on volleyball. If you look at it in Kenya, not only in Kenya but in Africa, probably only in North Africa where they have a serious focus on it. So we try to create that kind of focus because we don't want to cry every time and say Serikali's idea, but we want to do something that even the government will see that, or any other person who is out there wanted to support the project, will see that we want to bring these talents of the kids. You can imagine we have talented kids, for example, in Mandera. But you tell me any team that you know in Mandera of volleyball. We don't have.
They don't even enter school games.
Yeah, like where I come from, Narok, Kilgoris, we don't have any team that is known for volleyball. So this is what we want to provide a platform for everyone. Because right now what we are providing here in Nairobi or within where we can reach is we are providing that platform. You get kids which are coming from high school or during holidays. We have kids from high school we are training with us. We have kids that have just joined colleges. They come to train with us. And also we provide even to other athletes, not only in volleyball. If you are aware that the Kenyan ladies rugby team, we are the ones who are doing the assessment for them. For your information, we are the only partners of VALD in Kenya. And not in Kenya, I think in Africa, we should be the only one. VALD is a technology that measures the performance of an athlete. So we are able to assess. We know which kind of muscles is working for you, how high you can jump, the power you generate, either from your attack or from your jump. So all this, we are doing the assessment for it. And now we are happy that other clubs, not only in volleyball, are interested to come and also do the assessment. Not only in individual clubs, but also we have individual athletes who come for assessment. And also we provide them the SNC.
They use the resources that you have.
Yes.
So that means that you're also getting into the data analytics and why it's important.
Exactly. And currently, apart from assessing individual players, we also assess game situations, which we do from our club right now. So we are able to assess performance of players during the play. What we lack in Kenya is data. For me, I'm a master's holder in data analytics. And I really believe in data. And not only data, but data at the right time. So we don't have data during game plays. Coaches want to do assessment of players during the game. So are you able to know how Edgar is performing during the game? What do you need to do a substitution, and what is informing this decision? This is what we are able to assess. We are also able, we are currently providing the Kenya Volleyball Federation with a tool to assess and to analyze the game, provide the immediate results of the games, and also the standing of the league. So this is currently what we are doing as Trailblazers, and we are supporting the federation. Yeah. So we have a number of other technology that we are using. We are the only team that is able to do the SNC for our during our training.
Strength and conditioning.
Yes, strength and conditioning, properly done. We have assigned coach for that. We have 2 coaches who do the strength and conditioning, not only for the senior. Someone was mentioning kids don't lift weight. I mean, that's a theory. We do, you can check on our socials, our kids as young as 6, and we have kids-friendly weights that they also do lift. Yeah.
Now, Edgar, are you knocking on the door for the national team?
That's my dream. If I can say, that's my first dream when I really joined Trailblazers. Before I joined, I had a cousin of mine called Emmanuel Adams, who was playing earlier at Trailblazers. He told me, my brother, you've got the ability. So when you join this team, it will take you only 3 years, and it will be called in the national team. I was asking him why. He told me, come here, you just see by yourself. Then I told you, I was suspicious a little bit. But for now, when I came into the team, I was able to learn the basics and everything. And for now, I'm ready. Even the next call-up, I'm sure I'm going to be in the professional squad.
For the Wafalme Stars,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
What qualities do you think made you to be picked the captain?
As a leader, first of all, you have to understand your people, your audience. So I never knew why the team manager and the coaches decided to choose me, but for sure I was so happy about it. But for now, maybe when I explain, somebody can say, he's bragging. But I know the leadership always comes from God, you see? And the team managers and the senior coaches are elder people. They know why they chose me. Yes.
Yes, indeed. You can speak about his qualities?
Okay, Edgar is someone who is able to understand and to listen to people's views or colleagues' views. So I think that is one of the qualities, apart from maybe ability to control the game also. Yeah. So there's nothing bad I can talk about him.
Yeah, sure. Talk about and I remember when we did this interview during the week, last week, you also had something to say about how important it's the use of the latest technology, right?
Yeah. Technology nowadays we are moving with that technology. We need to move with that technology. So that helps a lot to understand the stand of the player. Okay, how is he or she doing? From the past records you might have. So I do believe that these technologies, if other teams can also learn from it, it might help to produce more than quality players. Because you will be able to understand and know the stand of the player at that current situation. Because you might just include him in the first 6 or not, yet you don't know how he or she is feeling by that time. So I think the use of technology is quite important for the teams.
Sure. Maybe you can just, Aleshan, add on why it's important and to incorporate technology and why data analytics is so crucial in today's sports.
First of all, my personal assessment, why sometimes we are doing nowadays poorly in sports like probably rugby, steeple jumps, which we used to dominate. I really believe is that Mzungu went back and did a lot of research and data analytics and realized the reasons they are losing is because of ABCD. And then they have worked on that. Then, as we are still on the traditional way, twende mlima, the normal way of training. But yes, already they know they don't have advantage of altitude, they don't have advantage probably of genes which they are able to assess. And this is why nowadays they are coming up and we are even almost losing our games that we used to dominate. The other thing is sometimes, like in volleyball, for example, Moses Muzumara comes up maybe at score 5 and he hit very hard and everyone celebrates and the fun and we think this guy is contributing a lot because of that one hit. But if we don't do the assessment, probably he has done 2 or 3 losses or in a certain position he is not able to score. So if we are not able to quickly analyze that, then we still do the rotation, come back to the same position, makes the same mistake, then goes and did a banger, and we continue celebrating. So the data analytics is very critical for us, especially during the game, during the training, for us to know what exactly are we training. We just don't want to say everyone go to the gym, everyone go and start hitting the ball, okay, you should know to... We need to understand exactly what are we going to train. If Edgar today has a weakness in one of his sides, sometimes you get some people who are not balanced. So how else can we be able to know that this is, apart from the natural eyes, which some of this you cannot see. So this is very important for us to assess.
What results have you seen with with the team so far. What can you talk about the perfect example of how it has really, had effect or impact on Trailblazers, on the team?
For now, the impact we have had on technology is one, we have seen a number of athletes who come to us because they want to also be assessed. That's one. The second thing is we have seen the improvement of our team. When we formed the team in 2021, is actually a team which was formed by players who are dropped from selection from other teams. So I don't want to use this name reject, but they were dropped. They were not able to meet the standard. But these guys, after we did the assessment, we did the training, use of technology, then that season we finished number 3, ahead of most of the teams that dropped them. So that was one. The second point is we even if we are losing this number of players, we are able to get new players quickly into the system, and they still perform and manage to finish. We've never been below top 6 out of 16 teams. So of course that's a huge performance. Unlike the other teams where if you lose one or two players, the whole team almost scrambled down. But for us nowadays, we are used to it. We get new players and then we put into the system.
It's a steady ship.
Yes.
Edgar, maybe you're looking at staying with Blazers only for this season. I know you'll be perfect and better in just a season, as Deshan, puts it, and what the structure affords you at this particular club. You have to go up, but I'm not saying you're lower.
Of course, we train to improve every day. You see, like our co-founder, who is Mr. Sylvain Richard, he one day asked a question: what is the difference between a professional player and an amateur player? So the answer that he was getting, he was like, you guys are really serious with the answer you are giving. And he told us, an amateur player is a player who trains until he gets what he wants to. But a professional player is a player who trains until there is no time he can get it wrong, you see? So for now, I'm trying to be a professional player. I can't say that I'm there. No, that's why I'm trying. I'm trying to, so that when it reaches the time, I will never get it wrong. So for me, I'm staying with Trailblazers this season, next season, until Trailblazers, let me say, until I become the legend of the club. Yes, that's my goal.
Legend of the club, and that means that you have a statue erected at the headquarters of the club, and everybody's singing your name.
Exactly.
But again, maybe just to pick up on what Edgar has said, Mzumara, is there a point when you cannot get it wrong? It's like a continuous process.
No, not really. Because it's a journey. It's a journey. Everyone has his or her own objectives. So as for me, I really wish that the time Blazers will say, no, we don't need you anymore. There should be a reason to say, no, we just want to pave way for the upcoming generation. Not that you are not good, but no, we need to give also others a chance. You've done a lot, big man. So that's the only thing that I'm looking forward to.
Yes. You have the, what's better, the fear of losing or winning?
Not losing, not winning, but doing what is right during that time. If I can fail to do what is right, then that is my biggest fear. Because we are told what to do at what particular time. So if you can implement that, the results will follow. So my biggest fear is failing to do what is right at a particular time.
Of course, and maybe this one will be answered by the trio. When you played the first leg and you won against the defending champions, right? What did this make the team believe? What did it do to the team?
Leshan should respond.
They are the ones who on the court, as we had a lot of pressure outside, so they were on the court.
Okay, I'll speak to my part. Me, it was just a history to say, okay, these are the defending champions. So for me, the pressure wasn't that high because I didn't know them and they didn't know me. So the pressure was, I was able to control myself, actually, yeah, because yes, I knew that, okay, these might be the defending champions, but I don't know how they play. Anything can happen, and they don't know me how I play. Anything can also happen. So through that, I believe that that is the reason we managed to maybe to knock them down. Yeah.
Sure. Edgar, you want to add on how the feeling was and what really, you know, it meant for the team?
Yeah, sure. For me, what I can say, when you are into the war and you can feel the opponent is stronger than you, you will just go into the war when you are prepared, psychologically and physically. So we went there, we knew that these are defending champions. Of course, everyone around the country, they will be saying, Blazers are going to lose. So that's the thing that gave us the morale to go and face the opponents. So we went there, you are the opponents, okay, we are going to press you down until you beat us. You beat us 3-0, you will feel it. We beat you, then we will have to fight. That's what our motivation was about. Yes.
And you did get the result. Now that means that when the second leg comes in January, what must happen?
Exactly. So that gave us the confidence to go to enter into the next leg now. We will be the champion. Okay, we have to maintain the same standard. We maintain or we go higher. We are not, by no point are going to come again low. We're just going to maintain the same standard as we move forward.
Intentions clearly, Sean. How do you stay focused? No celebrating early.
Yeah, we want to celebrate at that moment alone, but also we remember about what is there in the future. And I remember before that game, because we had lost 2 games, and then we sat down and I was thinking, I talked to the coach and say, probably we were not very ready for this leg. We should have probably moved this leg to next year, and then we play. But coach says, okay, no, we have to push until we finish this game that we have tomorrow. So I remember the art of war, Zhuangzi. Yes. I'm sure you know that he says sometimes when you want your soldiers to compete, is you put them in a valley where there is no point of return. So we had, of course, to put our heads down and say, okay, we have no point of return, already to share Toanguo, and we are going to fight. Now, going forward, I think we already put a statement forward that we are here to compete. And anyone who is going to face us going forward, be sure that if you are not going to get 3-0, if you try your best, probably you can get a set. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I mean, as we come to a close, but future of the club, an ambitious project that you have with the club, right?
Yeah.
What will see the club get to where they want, and maybe what's their plan for maybe in the next 10 years?
Yeah. I want to look at maybe this my camera. I think I'm talking to anyone who is there, Kenyans and every other person of goodwill who want, first of all, is we are a club that does not have a sponsor anywhere. We are supporting each other. We need to create a network of equal partners that we want to work together in this journey. We are the only club that already has created a network in US. We are already inviting teams from America to play with us. We have a number of teams that already confirmed for next year. But behind that, what I came to discover in sports is we really need to create a lot of opportunities for our youth. Because what we have seen currently in sports in Kenya is either you turn up to be a team manager or a coach. So the rest of the people will go back to the village and do farming and any other thing. I don't think, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I think we need to create more opportunities for them. So what we have in plan is we don't want to lose our players just to go back and languish, maybe in the villages or wherever they are. So we want to create a structure that will sustain all of us. We want also to be able to identify talents at the grassroots level. What you do this is by establishing these local networks that we'll be having. We have a team that is currently called the Elite Nairobi, which is just a middle between the juniors and the senior team, so 17 to 21. This is a network that we want to create all over the country. We already have one that is established in Nairobi. So this will help us to identify talents at the grassroots level. But right now, we are limited resources. That's why we are going slow. We don't think that we have that pace to run at this stage. But we are okay. We continue with that pace. But in case we have partners who are there who want to support this noble objective, we have a lot to discuss together. We also want to continue the adoption of technology, not only in Trailblazers, but we want to impact the whole sporting fraternity in Kenya. So there are a lot of projects that we have. Some of you, we have come to your clubs, and I'm sure in the next 1 year from now, we'll have a number of projects that we'll be running with you. So we welcome any other Kenyan of goodwill, any other person or corporate that want to work with us. We're inviting you to the table. Yeah.
Nice one. Edgar, maybe your final sentiments, playoffs, is it a viable target?
Okay, as a team captain, I would like to say our team is now steady. We're working, like for what I can say, there is this saying that I would like to introduce to my team. It's good, we trust in their process, but not the outcome. So now we are focusing on the process, and that process is going to lead us into the playoffs. And as we will enter that playoffs, our antennas will be raised, and that's when we'll just unleash our real beast in us. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Zumara, finally, a few seconds for you.
Yeah, plain and simple. If you want to achieve something, don't die before day. Just stay focused until the end. So yeah, we are here focused until the end.
Don't die?
Don't die before death.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Philosophical. We'll know what it means, until the end. Thank you so much, Mzumara, Edgar, and Leshan, for finding time and coming to share with us on what Trailblazers actually are doing out there. And we just found out they're doing huge stuff, not just for the club alone, but the whole of sports fraternity in the country. So keep leading the pace in terms of introducing technology to the clubs, and all the best as you also gun and look at getting to the playoffs or even becoming champions of the Kenya Volleyball Federation's Men's League. Why not, right? With all the ambitions and determination that you've shown. Been speaking with the Leshan, Julius Edgar Wanjala, and Moses Mzumara from the Trailblazers Volleyball Club. Up next, I'll be engaging Matters Africa Cup of Nations with the soccer journalist Barry Sila shortly. But of course, keep it sports check.